So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central... It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And it's Arda Güler. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Pretty robust defending.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Aimed beyond the defence, and he whips it. Big header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
A header! That's a decent clearance. Chooses to go. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Vinicius Junior.
Everything here will gravitate towards Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
Shot could be on. Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And it's Xavi. Pinches it off him. Chouameni. Eder Militao. What a throw in. Cannavaro. Busquets. And it's Arda Güler. Xavi promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham, a probing pass, spread neatly. Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Valverde. Güler. And Garcia. Vinicius Junior. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played in. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, smashing header, in for the pieces! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Al Nassr have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's a little off target. Xavi is the team's great visionary. Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fired deep towards the back post. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. That's Rudiger. Eder Militao. Valverde. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Xavi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Swings in and goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Koller instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Fran Garcia.
Al Nassr really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Valverde. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe. Cannavaro did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's had it nicked away. He has found the way through. Ball driven towards. Terrific header! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Al Nassr really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And it's Belletti. Can he latch on to this? And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
And Alexander-Arnold. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's forced to go back. Valverde. Eder Militao. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Al Nassr deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Al Nassr are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker.
He gets big! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mateus, played out to the right. Pedro Neto gets into a good position. Pedro Neto with the delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Fran Garcia looking to play him in. They get a throw in. Vinicius Junior. Beckham. 60 minutes played. He's having a go! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
In towards the back. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Chouameni looking for options for movement. Mateus wins the duel this time, and it's Valverde. Puyol, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni, that's Rudiger. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Beckham. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Jan Koller. Number 24, Pedro Nacho. Coming on the field, number 22, Ekitike.
Mateus has found the net here, of course.
Substitution.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Great vision. Puyol looking to go deep. And that was very necessary. And back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Bale. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's found a way past, and it's made its way to him. Mbappe. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Mateus. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Opts for safety. Al Nassr have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
The ball has bounced loose now. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
After 88 minutes, number 22.
A goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ekitike really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
Adams has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bale running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looking for the run. Beckham has it out wide and he rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pedro Neto. Beckham has it in a wide position. Koller. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Berenguer. Spread out to the left. Now it's Williams. That's an excellent interception.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Xavi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Up he goes! It's there! Al Nassr take the lead. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious.
He rises! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Certain, searing, and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Al Nassr are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Busquets. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Paredes tries to clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Beckham clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Gurzetta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's nice. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Puyol. Out towards the flank. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckham in acres of space out wide. And it's Belletti. Chance to deliver. That's a decent clearance. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Leque. And it's Leque. Jaureguiza. Stood up well to him there. Played out towards the right wing. Pedro Neto is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Yuri.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Nico Williams. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Xavi does well to get it back. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Al Nassr ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Yuri. Now Paredes. That has been cut short. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Berenguer. Robert Navarro gets into a good position. Big chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Casillas claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pedro Neto.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
The most accurate pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Koller being hunted in packs.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Played in deep. Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And that has left him in a heap. Yuri. Time and again they are repelled. Jauregui kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bilbao have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
Williams! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Right back in the game! No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's a cute ball. Played into space out wide. A header! It's a goal! And he is just ripping it up! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Plenty to aim at here. Pedro Neto. Xavi. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto. And he's whipped it across. Yuri attempts a clearance. And they've got rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. Pedro Neto. Ball driven towards big header. It's hit the crossbar. And that would have been game, set and match.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 8. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Ekitike. Nice looking ball. And that could set him on his way. Danny Vivian tries to clear. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Nico Williams. And it's Belletti. Beckham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Nico Williams goes on a charge down the left. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Xavi, can he get it through? Played out to the right. Hoisted in. Unai Simon claims it. Safe hands. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Xavi. Ekitike. A heavy challenge. Leque. Danny Vivian. Now he's off and running. Sunset. Nicely spread. Four added minutes on the board. Always onto this. Danny Vivian. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Nico Williams. And here's Guruzeta. Sunset. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Sunset is offering a wry smile there.
Cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Trion can get it clear. And that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right...